What's poppin', y'all? I saw this and this just brought me disgust because 2K Baby, if you guys were familiar with him, he blew up in 2020. He had this song Old Streets, and then he had like one or two other songs after that, but then slowly he started to fade away. And a lot of people were wondering what was going on. He was having label issues with Warner. He got signed to a joint deal, but now he's DoorDashing, and these guys approached him, and man, this bothered me so much. I'm gonna play you guys the clip first.
Oh, bro, this one 2K Baby in this. Oh, bro. Damn. This motherfucker. Okay. Hey, bro. You 2K Baby, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
You be rapping and shit, man?
Yeah.
But y'all had DoorDashing and shit, bro? DoorDashing, bro? Damn, y'all had a fell off and shit, man.
Bro, I ain't business, you hear me?
Hey, what song you used to sing, though?
You know my song, bro. Why you doing that?
Hey, what song he used to sing, bro?
Old Streets, ain't it?
Old Streets? Damn, bro, we can't get no picture, bro?
Yeah, get a picture, man.
Hey, man, let's get a picture right quick, though, man.
Yeah, but you mind business, bro.
I ain't no business.
Off, man.
Oh, God, your ass fell off, twin.
DoorDash.
Twin ass driving a Hyundai, man. What the
Bro, you ain't driving though.
Man, my over there, bro. I got an Infinity truck. Man, Infinity truck, man. Man, what? Yo, back to the car, wet. Yo, DoorDashing this, what?
Ain't no
Man, go drop off your order, bro, for real.
go get some money.
Man, get money. I don't need no money. I gotta find me. The f***? I find it, and what?
We all got five.
What you trying to do, though? Man, you heard this, bro?
Tell me you got five. We got five.
Man, ain't nobody getting no f*** by no shit like that. Having five for real. Man, what you trying to do, bro?
I ain't business, bro.
Hey, man, this nigga make the blogs around the bro.
So off rip, the fact that they're recording him and trying to make a joke out of it is like whack. Number two, they didn't even look up the song that he played or that he was known for, and they're not even fans. And then they hate on him. They're like, damn, you DoorDashing now? And then also, I think what bothered me most is how they're touching him. It's like, yo, why are you touching that guy? He don't know you. You don't know him. I hate that. They're like touching him like they're his mans or something. And then he handled this so perfectly, this situation, 2K Baby. And I have nothing but good to say about him for the way that he handled this situation. He didn't crash out. He didn't get irritated. Those two guys, F them. I'm saying that off rip. Like these guys are scumbags. And this is another thing too, which sucks about fame, is that people's mind is so warped to think that if someone was famous, that they must be rich, number one, and that they must still be rich. Because historically, right, if you were famous, you probably were what? An actor? Maybe you were on commercials, so you were rich. Now, you can be very, very famous for anything and not have any money whatsoever. And then 2K Baby, he decides to reply to this. And I love this reply because I'm just going to play you guys the first clip. There are a couple of clips that I want to play from him describing his situation.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and address this. I know a lot of y'all probably seen the video going around, you know, them two walking up on an American deli. And yeah, that was me DoorDashing, gang. Keep it a bean like 100, like, don't do what you gotta do. You feel me? Motherfuckers really streaming the music right now how I would like them to be. I mean, I'm a grown man. I'm gonna go get it by any means. You know, I do a lot of other outside DoorDashing too. Like I hustle, you know, I go get it. I ain't got no shame. I ain't got no pride problem. I don't think I'm too good for this or none of that. You hear me? Cause I got personal partners, personal friends, family members. A lot of y'all do too. That's DoorDashing or doing whatever the f is they gotta do to make ends meet or take care of their business. You see what I'm saying? And do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, DoorDashing and doing this right now for some bread, doing this right now and doing this. But when I take this bread and I'm investing into this and then flipping into this, you heard me? And then, come on now, don't do that. But, well, hey.
I like the fact that he completely owned up to this. He's like, yeah, that was me. And what? And I'm working, like, music is not hitting the way that it was hitting. And he was struck by an unfortunate circumstances, which was that he blew up in 2020. I think he was signed, was he the first? I think he was the first artist that was signed under a joint deal with Masked Gorilla, the blog turned into like podcast. I'm not really sure what they're still doing, but I think that was the first artist that they picked up, and he had a big song. They signed him. I don't know if they picked up any artists after that. that. And I don't know how that joint venture, like what happened after that with Warner and them either. But 2K Baby got mixed up with 2020, 2021, where like you couldn't really capitalize on your hits unless you had banger smashes like a DaBaby, for instance. But DaBaby had already built up a sizable fan base pre-2020. Same thing with, you could say, Roddy Ricch, right? But Roddy Ricch, he had already built up a base pre-2020. A lot of these artists that got on the year 2020, it was tough for them to capitalize. Like even Arizona Zervis, right? He blew up with that song Roxanne. Or there was another guy that had the song Yellow Hearts. She put my name in Yellow Hearts or something like that. He was one of the earliest TikTok songs too. He blew up in 2020. He couldn't really capitalize off of that because a lot of capitalizing is like doing shows, going to different bookings, and they couldn't do that. 2K Baby here, he says like, yeah, and this is what I like about him and the maturity level of him. Granted, he's still a young guy that a Roscoe Dash didn't have. Roscoe Dash from No Hands, he was on the song Waka Flocka. So they caught him doing Lyft in Atlanta, I believe it was, and he was embarrassed by it, and he tried to say like, nah, that's not the only thing that I'm doing, like that wasn't me. It was defensive, and people saw through it, and they were like, damn dog, like just say that you're doing that, because nobody's gonna hate. It's like there was another situation where a rapper said that he didn't want to buy chains, so people thought that he was broke, but if he would be broke if he bought chains. So it was like this catch-22, and then a lot of people support it. They're like, yeah, you don't gotta buy chains, because a lot of people are struggling, man, or like trying to make ends meet. And this is one thing I like about 2K Baby, and what he's talking about here is that he's not giving up. He's not throwing in the towel, and he's not going back to trapping. He says he's hustling, turn it into this, turn it into that. I don't know what this is and that's he's talking about investing in, or how else he's getting his bread, but I hope it's all legal for 2K Baby's sake. I don't want to be up here defending him and he's out here flipping Fent to people in LA. I hope that's not what's happening. But if he's able to sustain himself, do anything you got to do. Because a lot of these rappers that fell off, what's the first thing that they went to do? They went to trap. They're flipping packs. They're play Cross the Country. Hey Siri, hey Alexa, play Cross the Country by Migos. One of my favorite Migos songs. I don't know why, but it was just such a great intro to that mixtape. But that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're moving, whether it's anything you can name, they're moving that. If you're like, yo, I wonder what this rapper's up to now. Either that or they're taking penitentiary chances, and they gave up on music. 2K Baby did not give up on music, and this is also a criticism I had of Famous Dex yesterday, or the day before, it depends when I upload this video, is that Famous Dex is not even trying, and he's complaining to Rich the Kid, talking about, where's my money for Rich Forever 5? Rich Forever 5 didn't generate enough money, okay? You're going to have to sit there and wait a couple more years. But this guy, 2K Baby, he dropped a project this year. He dropped this project, Two Lost, which was like a 10 project tape last year, or 2023 I think was the last time he dropped a project as well. So he's been working. Actually, yeah, 2023 was Warner. So I think he just got off that deal because now he's independent. Yes. So the first independent project he dropped was this year. So I think he was still stuck in that deal with Warner. Now he's independent. So when you're independent, you gotta work a lot harder. Now, an example of somebody that went independent that didn't have to work as hard is a designer. And by work as hard is the designer didn't have to go back to a regular job, because designer's got he's got a diamond song. When you're getting bread like that, bread is flowing in for designer. But 2K Baby, that's not the case. So he has to supplement his income. And a lot of other artists do this. Like some artists, when they're trying to make it, they've probably got a regular job. They're probably DoorDashing or Ubering on the side. They're also probably offering to mix people's stuff. They're maybe opening up their own home or room to record other people and make some bread there and get that bread together just enough to sustain them so that they can continue working on their craft to eventually get to where they want to be. And how can you possibly hate on something like that? Like that it gives me such a level of disgust. But continuing on to the second part of this, which had me dying, I'm gonna play you guys that right now.
Other thing is, I ain't snitching. Yeah, I was DoorDashing. I ain't snitching though. I ain't ratting on no. And I'm just speaking on me. I ain't speaking on nobody else. But 100. Even beyond that, there's a lot of other things you're doing to, get some money or whatever, get to the next level that, just ain't right. I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? I learned that all money ain't good money. I learned this about how you make your money. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, whether we talking about $100 or $100 million, it's about how I got there. It's about how I obtain that shit. That matters to me. It might not matter to you, but it matters to me. You know what I mean? I don't give a if I gotta do 100 million DoorDash orders before I go out here and make 100 million for some people that ain't right or doing something that ain't right. You know what I mean? 100. So, nigga, yeah, I was DoorDashing. I ain't snitching, I ain't ratting. 2 lost the album out now. Novocaine out now. Put Me Last out now. Dropping the deluxe very soon. Tap in.
So here, I like the whole, yo, I ain't snitching, I ain't rat, because a lot of y'all favorite rappers is doing that, and they up. I don't even know if this guy like got arrested to be able to tell or rat on anybody, but I hope what's included in him not doing things that are bad money, in his belief, would be, doing anything illegal. I hope he's not doing anything illegal or anything that could risk him getting locked up. And I like the fact that he promoted his music at the end of this and took advantage of this opportunity, because more people can relate to him than can relate to these haters that are talking about, man, he DoorDashing now, ha ha ha. Because nobody that's in a position that we desire, where they're not struggling, they're successful, is laughing at this guy. Nobody. It's just a bum that would laugh at this situation. And granted, the reason why I also say that is because this isn't a situation where 2K Baby, when he was up, was laughing at people that were beneath him or weren't on his level or was taken for granted the position that he was in. Like, he was just doing his thing. So when he comes down, he's struggling, we're not going to laugh at him. It's not like other rappers who really thought that they would never fall off and everything was sweet and were hating on other people and were putting other artists and rappers down. I don't want to name those rappers because, listen, they're 3 feet under. They could still come up if, their mental fortitude is strong enough to come up out of the hole that they dug for themselves. And I wish for them to come up, because I think they've learned their lesson from falling off that hard. But also, when I was doing some research for this video on 2K Baby, I came across this clip from earlier this year. If you guys remember the Palisades fire.
How old?
Yeah.
She's 16, but she has asthma.
Come on, let's go get it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Hop in my car. Come on.
I think these bums that filmed 2K Baby and try to make fun of him, do you think they would do something like this? Man, hell no, they're not doing something like this. That's why, listen, man, I like the fact that 2K Baby is still trying. I applaud anybody that's trying, because in the modern day, the only thing that can take you down is your spirit. If you quit, then you're cooked. That's it. But if you don't quit, there is always a chance. And the fact that he's still trying to make music, still trying to make it happen for himself, and he's doing whatever it takes to supplement that, that means his spirit has not been crushed yet. And we need to blow a fire into that spirit. Pause on that. But you guys get what I mean. You got to add oxygen to the fire, to the flame. Make sure it doesn't go out. We don't want our Charmanders dying. Season 1 Pokemon Legendary. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the situation. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.